to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Throw completed by Watson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the 50, it's Watson. They'll find Lindsey here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now it's Watson. Screen pass to Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, one of the things I'm thinking themselves and expressing is keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Here comes Lindsey. Toss right. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
On the carry.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Watson on 3rd down. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
The score, Texans.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Does a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
47-yard line.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 43-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He's brought down.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Titans.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's taken down inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
He was brought down at the...
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Derrick Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup there. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
On second down, here's Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Titans have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Well, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league,
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
At the 31-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. He slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. On the counter, Lindsey. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
He's brought down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Watson just beating the play clock. And that is incomplete.
Watson's pass intended.
More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Makes the score Titans 7.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct? But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And he powers his way up past the 30. He's 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Third down.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphries. And he'll be brought down with the first down, and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he finds Corey Davis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2. At the 30.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Henry. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 24.
Tony Jefferson.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Brings them to 24. They'll go again on 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
A gain of 9 yards.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Houston set to take over. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's letting this one go for 4. And it's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one ain't going.
And you understand schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's letting this one go. This is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
1st and 10.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And Cooks hands it over the middle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Titans.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Watson.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. To the air yet again, Watson. And it's intercepted. Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last. Week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball, but understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run together. Well, this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop it behind the line for the 2nd straight play. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Henry. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Brett Kern now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. shot before the break. Watson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
No gain on the play.
They have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Smith catches left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on second down. Watson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially his second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? To throw again on second down. Watson got him in. A good explorer for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
On the sideline, difference in the feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Watson goes right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
16 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Ball carrier.
Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Tannehill. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan 1st down.
A gain of...
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
7-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Blanketed coverage by Houston makes it 4th down.
They really the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And taken right on the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception.
And his pass is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 4th. Five-yard line.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
For his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 12 yards is the pickup there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
On the play, but it's 3rd.
And the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee. On a gain of 10.
Well, that's a character. They have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Here's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Tannehill. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. To the air again, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Ryan Tannehill sacked.
Boy, he... came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Complete to number 8.
Corey Davis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go. But you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. They'll find Lindsey here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Philip Lindsey, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field. As you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC, we saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7.
Not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Tannehill. He lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Texans say they have it. They do. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And the flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. He's to the 10. This is caught. Watkins. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have retaken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this This will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will... A gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Tannehill throwing again. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down throw. Tannehill. Open man. Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And that is incomplete. They had to go third quarter with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And they will take a knee here. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Houston, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll be guaranteed a finish of